Kill me.
Come on.
You
Come
dog.
on.
Hey,
all right.
You dog. You guys are fucking crazy.
Oh, welcome back to Cutting Stems, the after show, Bachelor in Paradise edition. We like watching ourselves way too much.
I'm getting bullied now.
Yeah, now Rhea's just punching Trent in the arm.
You're so funny.
We're drinking out of our festive cups tonight.
Yes.
We have our little cups.
We have our cups. We got our Owens mixers ready to go. You better get some. You get it at Amazon. Send right to your door. So easy. Rhea is holding the new sparkling margarita mix. Trent is holding the big bottle of the regular margarita mix.
Yep.
Both are absolutely delicious. Perfect for the end of the summer.
Yep.
And perfect for paradise.
We call Trent.
Perfect for paradise. So, grab your coconuts and
Cheers.
your pineapples and, cheers to
everyone.
another.
Cheers
Cheers to a long. I didn't
Guys,
touch everyone's.
I
That's
will say
unlucky.
this. That one's got to me tonight, so fair warning.
Oh, shoot.
So when Rhea goes into the chat and says, guys, everyone's saying that I'm fucked up and I'm not.
Yeah. I swear
Tonight
to God.
is
It's true this
tonight
time.
is a
Tonight
different
Tonight is
Tonight's
debatable
the night to flood the chat.
We
Flood
have
the chat.
two nights.
Guys,
Yeah, it's Tuesday.
you know the
Week's almost over.
The boss is
Exactly.
the boss has sent out an email and said, if you're not getting fucked up on Tuesday, you can't work at this company. So what I did was
I think you better make that. People might take that as they might take that serious.
It's not real. That
guys,
didn't actually happen.
That's
We
what
decided
happens
that.
at the Barstool office. The bosses say you need to get fucked up on Tuesday.
4 hours of paradise.
4 hours of paradise this week. We went Monday night, Tuesday night, very separate. What they did was like Monday night was all about a certain group. Tuesday night all about a different group.
Brendan dominated the first night.
Let's talk about Monday night first.
Okay.
We'll go through it quickly. We'll talk about what's going on because it did end in a rose ceremony, so we do have to talk about that. Monday started with Demi coming down. That was really the whole big thing. She's ready to fuck shit up. She's being Demi. She takes Brendan on a date. They go jet skiing.
Yep.
No jet skiing comment?
You love a jet ski. What?
I do love a jet ski. The last jet ski memory I have is not a good one.
Wow.
Well.
But I would love to get on a jet ski as soon as possible to redeem myself.
All right.
I do love jet skis. They're my favorite pastime. If I'm near water, I love to get on a jet ski. The last time I was on a jet ski, I got stuck in a sandbar and people had to come rescue me, and therefore it wasn't a fun time.
All right. So you felt triggered by tonight's date, Demi and.
Not triggered per se, but I would like to get back on a jet ski to redeem myself.
Okay. All right. Happy to hear it.
That was different than I thought it was going to be.
You know.
I do know, but you're always quick to hype up the jet ski.
I love jet skis.
Yeah.
I'm fucking pumped they were on a jet ski.
Yeah.
Okay? It was fucking awesome, but I also do the last time I was on a jet ski was not good.
Yeah.
Anyway, they're making out, they're having a good date, and then Brendan's
Making out on a jet ski, though?
They weren't yet.
There you go.
Seems like a lot of water up the nose.
Seems hard.
Yeah, it seems difficult, and I wouldn't like.
Okay.
I guess if it's stationary.
Raise your-
sunshine.
Raise your hand if you've made out on a jet ski before.
I haven't. I so badly was going to raise my hand, but I can't lie.
So you
Can't
just
lie.
said that
You're not
before?
alive.
It was just like imagine
making out on a jet ski.
I would love to
Okay.
make out on a jet ski.
Okay.
They made out on land. It didn't matter because afterwards,
Fuck land.
Brendan said, "You know
I
what?
only make out on water.
Only water." Brendan said, "I'm out. I'm done." He was like, It was a polite way of being like, "I'm still gonna talk to other girls."
Yeah.
Demi, for all the shit she talked, she was a little butthurt. She definitely was.
She was shaken up a little bit. I think that what'd she say immediately? She was like, "Oh, I don't want to be anyone's second choice or last choice
she
or
was
last
offended.
resort. I'm the cream of the crop or whatever she said, to his face."
Yeah.
But wasn't all right. So Brendan's point was that he wanted to keep his options open.
Correct.
And then I feel like Demi
Pretty
said...
valid, honestly.
Yeah, well, I agree with that.
Normal
And
thing to
then
say.
Demi said, like, I'm not the type to get tied down. So
Yeah.
it feels like those two things sort of go together.
Right.
But I understand how Demi could also see it as a rejection because they just had this date, they went out on the jet skis, now they're making out on the beach, and then he's immediately saying,
Right.
I want to keep my options open. So I can see what she's saying, but it's still early on in Paradise. I don't think anybody wants to get tied down. I guess Brendan probably didn't need to bring it up that he's keeping his options open. They could have just had a nice date.
I think if anything, it was like an ego check for Demi.
Yeah.
You know, like, and that's why she got upset about it. Like she's like,
Definitely.
it like wasn't on her terms.
Definitely.
She has done that to a bunch of people.
He also said that he didn't know who she was. Which is a
for
big ego
someone
check.
Like Demi, yeah, which I get that.
And
Also
then
seems
she
like a
tried
lie.
to pretend
Yeah.
like
Probably
she
a lie.
didn't know who he was.
Yeah.
That's
If she was
also
like,
a lie.
I didn't watch Tayshia's season, what happened? But there's a lot of tweets about her watching Tayshia's season.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, I feel like they were both
Risky.
lying, and I also feel like Brendan, I feel like the whole thing with Piper, he felt like he maybe had to experience things with other girls on the island because otherwise people would be like, okay, you just went there for Piper. So he had to get a one make out in at least. And also, Demi's there. She's not there just make out with Brendan and then fucking zone in on Brendan. Like,
Right, she was never
we
going
need
to
her
do
to
that.
make out with Brendan and then
No,
make out
no,
with
no.
every other guy there. Like,
Yeah.
we do not need her and Brendan to be a thing.
we know, yeah, well, that's going to happen. But everybody brought up Piper on the beach afterwards, like while they were on this date, saying that they were hanging out, they were talking. I'm glad they brought it up because it felt like they weren't going to. It was weird. But we all seen the pictures, Brendan and Piper were seen together in April. Here they are filming in the summer. What is their relationship? Is there a relationship? Is there not? Brendan trying to be like, ooh, I don't know if Piper's coming or not. Like, it's such bullshit. Like, I really do think that either Natasha, like, knows Piper exists or Natasha's hoping, like, she could change Brendan's mind. Like, I don't know because Piper, he's so clearly waiting for Piper.
Yeah. I was saying this before to you and GI. Do we think, or I guess confirmed, that social media has kind of ruined Bachelor in Paradise? Because we see these relationships happening a little bit behind the scenes. And so for him to come on and pretend like he doesn't know Piper's going to come through, it feels stupid and forced. And it feels like it paints him as this liar for everything else. So it's hard to take him seriously at all.
Yeah, I do feel like social media has a factor into it. And I feel like also the producers and everyone behind the scenes has a say because, like, they want to be like, yeah, I did talk to Piper before this, but they don't know what they can and can't say.
Right.
So the lines are blurred, which makes everything else confusing.
Yeah.
Right. I think the best way is they got to start being more open about it. I think they have to start saying, like, oh, we were DMing or we were talking or this, because having this, like, oh, I don't know Brendan, or, ooh, Piper coming? I don't know. Like, you were talking. You absolutely talked. You know if she's coming or not. There's no way you didn't discuss, like, going on Paradise.
For sure.
Right.
Sorry.
No, go ahead.
I also think that what's so bad about that? What's so bad about going to Paradise for somebody and maybe you find someone else? Like, that's not going to deter anybody. Like, if Brendan comes on and he's like, hey, I'm coming on for Piper, Demi's like, okay, well, I'm going to try to steal you. Like, she's not going to now not go after him just because of that. It's just, like, very obvious what's happening.
Yeah.
So I feel like what's the big
don't
deal?
automatically link up with a partner in Paradise. Like, it's fair game for whoever's there. So I feel like either way would be cool.
Yeah. In a real life scenario, you could be dating a guy and casually and you end up like at a bar together or something and he meets someone else. That's it. It's over.
lose
It's
them.
done.
That's it.
Right.
It happens.
Say adios.
It's something.
It's gone.
It's
No,
something
it's
that
something
happens.
just happens.
The other big part of Monday night was Victoria P. Victoria P. trying to get James's rose. She was very obvious about that, but she could not remember James's name. For the life of her, could not remember.
Kept calling him Jordan.
Not gonna get the
him
rose.
Jordan.
So
You're
annoying
not gonna
that
get the
she was
rose
doing that. It was like she
didn't
was
it feel
purposely
kind of
forget-
fake?
Yes, and she was just like, it almost to me felt like, and I didn't like her when she was on Peter's season, and then I liked her a little bit at the beginning, but her not remembering his name felt like she was trying to act like she was better than the whole thing, being like, oh, this guy's like involved with me, like, who's my guy? Like, as if it was
very
like, assigned to her,
openly
and this
saying
whole
she
thing
just
was like-
wanted the rose also.
Yeah,
like,
it's ridiculous.
Rose chasing, as they called it.
Yeah, I think
Ooh, she's a rose chaser.
rose
She's a rose
chasing.
chaser.
I don't know if it was an act or not. She seems like a little scattered. When I see her, she seems scattered. And then when later on when she's talking to Tammy and Kelsey about like, why did you guys go and say what was going on in my life? When I watch her, she seems a little scattered. I don't know.
She tries to have this like holier than thou like setting, you know, like that's just her persona. Like she's just always, oh no, oh.
She's on another level.
No, like, yes, like she's so kind and everybody's friends. And in reality, that's just not how people feel about her.
Her and Tammy are not friends.
Tammy and Kelsey were very clear with James. You know, we think that there's a boyfriend at home. Tammy said the 4 words that nobody on the beach wants to hear. Aspiring country singer boyfriend.
No one.
No,
sir.
sir. Those 4 little magic words.
So good.
And
you
that
never want to hear
ended.
country and singer in the same sentence when you're in the Bachelor universe.
No.
Then throw aspiring is
Oh,
just
might as well fucking kill me.
I also thought you were going to say, I have the receipts.
Yeah.
That's another thing you never want to hear on the beach in Paradise.
And Tammy was like, I have it all. I'm ready to. You know, Tammy clearly still is not down with Victoria P from Peter's season. And James handled it in the best way possible. Like, James very calmly asked Victoria what was going on. You could tell from her reaction that she was like, fuck.
Yeah.
Like, she was like, I'm stuck here. Because she literally said to him, like, can you just, like, relax a bit? And he was like, I'm speaking at a normal volume.
I'm extremely relaxed.
I'm just asking you if this is true or not. Like, she totally overreacted. You could tell she knew her spot was blown up. And then, this is how I could tell that she was lying. When she goes to confront Tammy and Kelsey, and they're like, you know, it's just like, we know you're lying. Like, we get it. And she's like, I can't even talk about this. Like, I love you guys. I love you.
Yes.
I love you. It's like, no, you don't. You don't love them. You don't love Tammy. Give me a break. You don't love Tammy.
You don't love
when
Tammy.
When she goes, okay, I'm going to try to communicate this as best I can through the form or the practices that my therapist taught me.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then she starts, like, breaking it down to, like, I feel that this is, we're like, come on.
Don't you feel like sometimes when people, like, therapy, yes, is great and whatever, but then all of a sudden when people are always like, well, my therapist told me to break it down like this, and I'm like, okay, listen.
Sometimes people weaponize therapy.
Yeah, I'm like, I just
They
don't.
do. They do.
Like, this is not about your therapist right now.
It's not.
This is about you and me and this situation.
You don't have to announce you're using the life skills that you've learned in therapy. Like, there's no need for that.
Yeah.
I mean, whatever. She's going to therapy. That's great.
No, it's
but
nice.
Also,
You
like,
should do that, but
it's just, it comes across, like you said before, her whole thing is like, how could anyone ever assume that I am wronging them? It's like, because you did before.
But she's so
the same
sweet.
person.
Like, that's like
Yeah, it's
that's
like
how she
not.
tries to come across. It's like, but I'm
It was
so
also-
always the
nice.
sweet ones.
Right.
I'm just so
Phony
damn
baloney.
nice.
It was-
So love
Phony
everyone.
baloney.
It was also
Phony
funny, too, when she was saying goodbye to James and she sent herself home, that she was like, I don't want you to think any less of Tammy and Kelsey. And he was like, no, we're good.
No,
I actually like them quite a bit
Yeah.
because they told me what was going on with you,
Yeah.
so we're all good on that front. Victoria P, just good riddance. And then when she got into the SUV, she was just like, I got something at home anyway, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah, she was like, why
She
do
could
I
give a
need to
shit.
search on the beach when I've already got it at home?
I think we're officially done with her, right? Like, she can't come back.
And
or
also,
anything now.
what I think happened with that was probably had a conversation with this boy. He was like, listen, we're not that serious right now. Go ahead on Paradise, see what happens there. Get your time in the sun, babes, then come back to me.
For sure.
And now they're probably dating.
She on her Instagram stories says they are not together, her and this aspiring country singer currently, but there was something before she was on Paradise, which is where she did get caught in the lie with James, where she was like, yes, you know, we did date February to May or whatever it was, short, and he was like, well, you told me your last relationship was like 14 years long or something, like whatever, and she was like,
She's like, I'm going to go home. I'm going to leave.
Yeah, like,
I'm going to
okay.
send myself home.
Yeah.
You know what? My time in Paradise has come to an end.
Yeah.
The rose ceremony was the last big part of Monday night. 3 girls needed to go home. Demi was the one that we felt like maybe was on the chopping block. Victoria, Serena, C, and Kelsey. Kelsey almost passes out during the rose ceremony.
Very dramatic.
Quite an opportune time for her to suddenly feel faint.
Yeah, but
say.
I
Demi
will
says.
give her the benefit of the doubt there because boy did she look sweaty.
She was
Didn't
sweating
somebody-
bullets
you know
and
what
she
I'm
was
saying?
white
Like
as
if
a
she
sheet.
like looked
Yes.
really good and was like, oh.
I didn't think she
But,
was
like,
bullshitting until Demi said
there
it, and
was
then I was like,
straight
well,
up-
I'm always on Demi's side. Like, I was like, damn, she looks like shit.
There was
and then Demi was like, I don't buy it. I was
sweat
like, me neither,
literally
Demi.
dripping down her
Didn't
face.
somebody pass out during a rose ceremony during Matt James's season? I'm pretty sure that
There's
happened.
always been.
Oh, someone did pass out at some
yes.
point.
And they ended up getting a rose,
Yes.
which I remember
Yes.
tweeting that I liked the play.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
if she faked it, if she didn't. I actually don't think that she did, but if she did, I like
Wasn't it Victoria P?
Was it?
I cannot remember. I was trying to think about it last night.
Wait, stop.
I don't remember.
Wasn't it Victoria P?
In Peter's season?
In Peter's season? Oh, no, not
Sarah. It was Sarah. That's right. It was Sarah.
Right.
Okay.
Sarah.
But I like it. I like the play. Fake or not,
about her.
it's all good for me.
Unfortunately, James gave his rose. I mean, it's tough. It was bittersweet because he gave it to Demi. You know, Demi has to stay because of the drama. We know that she probably, like, has a certain amount of days in her contract that she has to be there.
For sure.
So, like, just, you know, do what she does.
We want her there.
Yeah. As of right now, like, in what looks like the preview for next week, she's the only one willing to, like, mix things up a little bit. However, Victoria Larson did have to go home.
I wanted her to stick around.
And I wanted her to stay because
What a change
I will
of events.
admit the Demi-Victoria interactions Monday night were very fun.
The first thing, the first interaction that we saw was what was Demi talking? Oh, Demi was talking about her date with Brendan, and Victoria said, "You're not an idiot. You're a minor idiot."
Yeah.
Only
it was,
you're
only like
it
a
was
minor
just
idiot.
like I need
she
them.
had two very good one-liners to Demi.
I wanted Victoria L to stick around, no doubt about it.
I did too.
I'm sad that
I
she's
have
gone.
no word to call her Coochie Monster. I want her to stay.
No.
We all really did want her to stay.
Who bitched her out? Was it Tayshaun? Who bitched her out?
Tajuan bitched her out for literally no reason. That was.
She's been bitching everybody out.
It was weird though. Like
I don't know.
it wasn't. I would get it maybe if Victoria was like making out with Trey, but they literally were just having a conversation, and Tajuan was like, "You're a terrible person. I know why you're here," and she was like, I'm sorry. Like, if I did something, I apologize."
She did immediately jump on the like, "I'm sorry."
She's
it was immediate victim.
She's
I
so-
don't like that
However,
either. I don't like Tajuan yelling, and I don't like
she
her
didn't
being
do
like,
anything wrong.
She does the thing though where she goes, "You're crazy. I can't talk to you right
yeah.
now.
Oh my God.
So you're being like a little too crazy for me right now."
Yeah.
Which I hated during the Bachelor, but I love it
played
in Bachelor
there.
in Paradise.
Yeah.
It's so good.
Yeah. It works
So
in Paradise.
I'm gonna
It
miss her.
does.
Hopefully she comes back down the
Victoria's
stairs.
made for Paradise and
She
not
is.
made for Bachelor, and we got too
Agreed.
much of her in
Yeah.
Bachelor and not enough of her on Paradise.
Totally agree.
That's right.
Totally
So that meant Serena went home, Serena C went home, Kelsey went home, and Victoria went home. Unfortunately, that's just how it went. We jump into Tuesday night.
You know who also went home was David Spade.
And that was
David
David
Spade.
Spade.
Farewell to David Spade.
Yeah.
I mean, it feels
I
like
actually liked him on there.
I thought he was okay.
Yeah.
It almost feels
He's
like
alright.
nothing really happened in this episode, though.
That's true. Yeah, that's true.
Almost thank God we got the back-to-back, because if they were just doing one episode a week,
Yeah.
it would be like, oh, so nothing really happened.
It is becoming more and more clear that Wells should just be the host of Paradise.
Yes.
Yeah,
Because
absolutely.
he handled the rose ceremony pretty
He
much
did.
the whole thing. Like,
He did.
he was still wearing his bartender shirt, which was
Yes.
odd.
Yeah.
He could have thrown on a suit if they would have let him, but like I think going forward, I think they're going to see it, that they're going to stop this, like, all this rotating cast of hosts, and they're going to give it to Wells, because
I hope
he
that they do.
deserves
How
it.
many
He really
of
does.
that exact bartender outfits do you think he has?
At least probably one for every day of the week.
Right? Like,
at
he's
least.
gotta have-
Yeah.
He's either got 7 or 1.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's either got a bunch or just one
Right,
of them.
right.
And he probably puts it on only for filming. Like, I feel like whenever people do that thing, they put the
I
outfit
know,
on
but
quick,
he's
they
behind
film
the
the shots,
bar,
and they
like,
take it off.
all day long, I
That is
feel like.
true. That is true.
Yeah, I
They
wonder
are
what his
drinking all
days
day
look
long.
like. They are.
Yeah.
Probably
It's a
go to
grueling,
hotel,
grueling job.
beach, hotel,
But like hours,
Yeah.
I'm talking.
Oh, definitely.
Like all day.
Yeah.
all
oh, yeah.
day, but then he gets to sit in the fucking hotel on the beach.
No, I think it's a great gig. I'm just saying he's probably out there all day.
Yeah,
Yeah, I bet
maybe.
he's tired. Very.
Hardworking
listen.
man.
He's got to listen to everybody's problems.
Right.
Yeah.
As soon as all the boys started talking about Thomas showing up, Thomas showed up. He was really the main focus of this entire episode. I would say who he's going to take out, who he's not, the drama with the boys. The boys are still... The boys from
Buzzing.
Katie's season, hate him so much.
We got to have a real conversation about what's actually going on with
Yes.
Thomas and
Yes.
Trey and Aaron. Because let's just trace it back.
Who
Is this
fucked who's
I think we
ex-
gotta
Honestly,
message.
Let us know.
We gotta message one of them on Instagram or something and
Honestly,
just be like,
we need like a for real breakdown. We need
someone tell us the truth. Like,
Somebody
you
tell
really
us
hate
who
this
fucked
guy
who.
this much?
Right,
Out of all
because
those things, I feel like Trey would be most likely to tell the most truth.
Agreed.
Like,
I
Aaron
think
is
so,
way
too.
Aaron is way too biased. Thomas, he seems to be explaining himself genuinely, but nobody believes anything he says.
I don't
So-
believe him.
It's just
You don't.
you don't believe him.
I don't believe
but,
him.
Like, what
But
what
even-
about it?
But it's like, it's hard because I don't support what all the boys are doing because I think they're wrong and I think they're taking it too far. Like, I don't think everything, the extent that they're saying is true.
Yeah.
But when I flush that out of my mind and look at the way he is on the date and, like, the way he is talking to the other girls, I just think he's, like, cocky and he gives me the ick.
Their hatred towards Thomas is still based on him admitting that he had thought about becoming the Bachelor before coming on to the season of The Bachelorette.
Yeah, but
is that where this all stems
but
from?
it also comes from, I think, their personal. Like, think about when Thomas apologized to the guys. Like, he's like, "I'm sorry, Aaron, for like taking over your time. I'm sorry, Trey, for lying to you." Like, he had multiple things that he was apologizing for.
Right.
So.
But like the time
they
thing
all
to me
individually feel like Thomas wronged them.
That the time stuff to me is just part of the game. Like during the season of The Bachelorette or The Bachelor,
Yeah.
like, oh, sorry, I took your time away. If people are going to start apologizing for that, that's all these shows are going to be. Like, oh, I'm sorry, I took your time. Sorry, you took my time. I just like. At what point is it too much? And like, even when
hating him for those reasons, I think is dumb. But I think they hate him because they truly don't like him as a person.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That seems to be true, especially with Aaron, who literally got to Paradise, barely introduced himself, and was like, "Let me tell you some shit about Thomas."
Yeah.
Like,
Right.
he has not stopped talking about it, not once, and it's kind of crazy for Thomas to like now come down the stairs and try to have these people like judge him fairly after Aaron has told everybody that he's an asshole. Like, and then they're all. Again, Tajwan.
Yes.
I don't want to fuck up her name like I used to say shows. She now is like mad about it. She goes up to him and is like, the people on the beach have like a really good judge of character, and we just like aren't really fucking with it.
Yeah.
And that to me was too far. I was like, you don't even know this person. None of you girls know this person. At the beginning of the day, you were all like, oh my God, he's 6'6", and now all of a sudden you're like, actually he's a shit person. Like, since when? What did he do to you?
Yeah.
I don't get it.
I think it's somewhere in the middle. I think you're probably right to block all that out and then look at Thomas as like how you genuinely feel about him.
Yeah.
There's probably like a little bit of there.
Yeah.
But like you're saying, it's not fair. Say it's not Thomas, you just put in somebody else. And people are just talking shit about you all day, and that all of a sudden changes the perception of you with everybody. That doesn't seem fair.
Yeah, like he can be douchey for sure.
Yeah.
I definitely think he's like probably douchey. Do I think he's as bad as they're all making it out to seem? No.
If we're talking about douchebags, Aaron's a fucking
yes,
douchebag.
Aaron's a big
Dude, guys, stole my chick, bro. Stole my chick, bro.
Bro, we're in paradise, bro.
He's insane.
Aaron
I've never
has an
smiled.
unbelievable, like Aaron has an unbelievable hatred for Thomas, where it's to the point where it's like, just let it go.
It's just weird.
Like it's like
Right.
consumes
He's
way
obsessed
too
with
much
him.
of his time. And what's funny is I can't remember, but I think they finished filming Paradise before they did the Mental All.
Oh.
Well, Thomas wasn't on Mental All, remember?
Interesting.
No, but Aaron, remember, Aaron was like, he's my arch nemesis. Like, it was like,
my mortal enemy.
Wait, so they finished? So they
I
had
could
already
be wrong
done
about
Paradise
that, but I
when
think
they were
they
doing
did.
the Mental All.
That honestly could be true.
Yeah, it could be.
Because Mental All was so late. It was
Yeah.
like third week in July.
I don't know.
They would have
It's
definitely been
yeah,
in
I think they
Paradise
might have
filming.
already, but they clearly really hate him, and it's just like, it feels very over the top. I almost knocked my flamingo over.
no.
I need Aaron to like take a few deep breaths and like relax.
Right.
Like
Think
it's
about
like
it.
you don't. Why?
What's the big
so
deal?
much hatred. Like he has so much hate.
And then even after Thomas apologized to Trey and Aaron, which then it just went
Backfired, yeah.
downhill with Trey.
yeah.
But like Trey was accepting of the apology. He was like, I appreciate you coming out and saying these things. He wanted to see some action as well, but like he took it. Aaron's still like, I don't know. I guess. It's like,
He said, I'm going to need some time and some space. Okay.
What
Aaron.
can this guy do to
It's
make you like
so
him? And it
dramatic.
does seem like Thomas doesn't even, like, at this point, Thomas doesn't care and he shouldn't care. Because Aaron is just obsessed with him.
It's
Obsessed.
incredibly dramatic. And that it's going to continue to go on. I would be shocked if this doesn't end in some kind of altercation between the two of them.
I would also keep talking about myself if I was 6'6". I want that on the record.
Yeah.
That was part of the episode where he was like, oh, you guys got to warn me when I walk into these
Yeah.
doorways.
I
We get it, bro. You're 6'6".
Like, that was a little much, I thought.
No, I would
Like,
do that
no,
too.
No,
Like,
yeah,
6'6"
that was
is
ridiculous.
tall, but it's not like, you're not like
No, but he
7'5".
also said the exact same thing to two different girls.
Yes.
Like it was like the
Yeah.
exact same thing.
Yeah, I would do that. I would do that for sure.
That'd
I'd
be
walk
your line.
I'd walk under the arch in St. Louis and be like, am I good under this thing? Okay, I just want to make sure because I'm 6'6".
That's actually really funny.
You know what I mean? Like I'm 6'6". I don't want to hit my head on anything.
Right. That your height would become your personality trait if you were 6'6".
So fucked up
100%.
in the
Yeah, that makes
in the
sense.
YouTube chat. He said, Rhea's the person in the group chat who just shows up to the presentation.
No, that's not true. Nope.
Damn.
Oh my God.
How you feel?
Honestly, tonight, you're so fucking right. You're so true. Just happy to be here.
Damn,
I
that's
wrote
funny.
in the chat questions.
Oh,
Everyone
man.
just wrote, Rhea's just the person who shows up for the presentation. All right, sick, whatever.
The last thing we got to talk about before we do questions, though, is Riley. Riley came to the beach and he
Set the place
spoke
on
to a
fire.
bunch of girls. Everybody was freaking out about him. Him and his giant biceps showed up to Paradise. And he took Maurissa on a date.
Yep.
And boy, did they have a good time. And boy, is Connor B going to be sad. Holy moly. Connor B is talking about how, I'm fine, it's cool, it's just a date. Don't worry about it. Everything's going to be okay. Meanwhile, they're in the boom boom room, literally. But let's talk about the date. It was like literally the James Corden skit that he does with his celebrities, where it's like,
it's like
what is it called?
truth or
Fill your
pass
guts
or
or
something.
spill your guts.
Yes, thank you.
And that's basically what it was. Lance Bass was there to ask them questions.
There was a bunch of pig parts in front of him.
Yeah.
Let me tell you,
Cow tongue.
no one was happier to see that food than Riley was. He did not hesitate.
I have never seen someone eat such disgusting things as if they were the most normal things on earth. He's like, oh, this, like it
Riley
was an
a
ear
freak,
corn.
though.
And they would cut,
Riley
Right.
would be a freak.
and they would cut back to him like in his interviews, and he'd still have the
Yeah.
tongue.
Yeah.
He's like, yeah, that's pretty good.
That's insane.
Yeah.
Oh, the smell. Oh, I can't.
Yeah.
do that. Her too, though. She did not freak out at all. She was just like, that's okay.
Look, they
Like,
were
just
good.
nibbling.
They're talking about how she's gotta have sex all the time. She loves sex. She's a sexual being. And that was just a light
every day,
bulb.
bro.
Light bulb in Riley's head. He was like, all right, we're doing this thing. And it seemed like the date went very, very
well.
They had multiple times where they cut to Connor playing his ukulele and Connor playing his guitar. Just
Are you
terrible.
missing the part where Connor was playing the guitar and he was
Oh.
playing a
Yeah,
sad,
yeah,
somber
yeah.
song that was like had a little sexy undertone?
Yeah.
They were overplaying that
Over
Riley
fucking.
and Marissa
Some
fucking.
very-
in the burn
They
room.
were fucking.
some incredibly
some
And right before they
brutal
went in that
editing.
room,
there.
they also said what they say. They were like, they're talking about how many kids they want to have. They're like, oh yeah, I want to have like a whole basketball team. Like, let's go. And she's like, absolutely. I want the people to be like, don't mess with Marissa's kids, whole thing. So they're literally making babies
They were
right
putting
now
reps
to the
in.
soundtrack of Connor B's tears.
Yep.
Like that's what they're doing right now.
Trent said the best thing when we were watching. He was like, "It's just unbelievable that the other person in this triangle is Connor B."
Right, like
It's outrageous.
the two of them on the
what
date
world?
clearly have a lot of chemistry.
Yeah,
Yes.
Like that's gonna work out. They're
Yeah.
gonna have a good time on the beach.
Yep.
Connor and his stupid ass ukulele. Somebody needs to break that thing. One of his friends from his season just needs to take all of his instruments and throw them into the ocean.
Yep.
He'll be better off.
Just gonna be horribly, horribly friend zoned. It's just
It's so
we know it's
bad.
coming. It's
Oh, do we even talk about how he tried to talk to her before she went on the date?
Oh.
And she was like, buzz off, dude. Like, get out
so
of my
Riley's
face.
coming down the beach.
She's like, I
Please
see him.
take 5 steps
She's
away
like, I
from
see him
me.
over your shoulder. He's like, can we chat? And she was like, no. And like,
He's like, or are you about to? She like didn't answer first.
Right.
He's like, or are you about to go? And she's like, yeah.
Connor, you're already chatting. Like, start. Just go, man.
Go.
Damn.
Tell her she looks beautiful and that you'll miss her and you can't wait till she gets back.
Yeah.
Say anything but what you're saying right
Yeah.
now.
Man, Connor B.
Yes.
This also started the reign of Lance Bass. He did the date. We had the big NSYNC intro. We'll see how it goes, but the date went well. Like he handled it. I think he was good on the date portion.
I'm already out on the rotating cast of hosts.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
I
hate
was.
it too.
I
I'm out
and
too.
because
Don't give a fuck about
because
Lance
Wells
Bass.
is
Yeah.
so good and is doing the rose ceremonies. It's like why?
What's the point?
It feels
and David
unnecessary.
Spade, I finally warmed up to him and then he was gone.
Exactly.
I'm like, what the
exactly.
hell?
Yeah, I didn't
you
realize-
need time to get used to them.
I didn't realize they were gonna do stretches and then leave.
Yeah.
I thought they were just gonna I thought they were all gonna be there. And it was gonna be like
no.
Yeah.
It's like, David Spade's gone.
Yeah.
Look, at this point, I do kind of hope that they end with Lil Jon because I'm just hoping the finale is like Lil Jon being like,
Yeah.
grocery store Joe,
Yeah.
you ready to get down on one knee?
right. He would
I
be
was
great.
gonna-
Give it a love
John.
advice. What?
Yeah, he's doing all the voiceovers,
What?
and it's fantastic.
Okay.
He really is. The
Yeah.
voiceovers are amazing.
All right, let's
I got
do some questions.
All right.
All right.
Who do you think would cause the most couples to break up if they walked in? I got my answer.
Oh.
In Bachelor Nation.
Meaning
In Bachelor Nation, Victoria F.
Victoria F.
It's a good one.
Sure, that's a good one. Maybe
She's
Blake.
fucking hot.
You think people be into Blake still, or is he old man?
No,
Tyler
I mean it'd be
Cameron?
Tyler.
Tyler
I was
Cameron.
gonna say Tyler.
Oh, yeah, that would be a good
It has
one.
to be Tyler.
That would
Has
be a
to
good
Tyler
one.
Cameron.
Has to be.
Maybe even Peter at this point. People are. He's kind of.
I think
he's
not.
on the outs, but I feel like he's kind of turning a point where people are going to start feeling bad for him soon. I bet people are going to
You
start
know who
feeling.
else would really
know.
be? I think maybe like Hannah Ann.
Hannah,
Ann for sure.
Yeah.
Girls. Yeah. I
Yeah.
didn't think about that. So you're so right.
Do we think Joe stays the entire season?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
I don't know.
At least for a long time. Maybe not the whole time.
I mean, I don't know what's going to happen when Kendall shows up.
Oh,
But
right.
he does seem like he is really into Serena. Like, really into Serena.
Yeah, I think he'll be around for a while.
And he got that verification that he needed when she came back from the date and was like, I told Thomas I'm not
Oh, yeah, that
into
was
it.
nice.
Yeah.
That was a nice moment for them.
When do we think Becca is coming in?
Ooh.
I
Gotta be
think
soon, huh?
not next week, the following week.
Good
2
guess.
weeks.
Good guess. Once it starts getting
or
boring,
maybe
a little
next
bit.
Tuesday.
I feel like next week we're gonna have all the drama with. We saw the previews with like Demi and that.
Yeah.
Like Demi's reign might not go on much longer. I
Yeah.
feel like once Demi's gone, Becca will come in. They can only have like one like star at a
for
time.
sure,
You know.
for sure. And as much as I love Demi, that is gonna get old.
For sure, yeah. She can't,
quick.
she's not.
Like,
and
it's
she's not
fun
gonna
to
fall in love
watch
with
her
anybody.
screw, like, fuck shit up. She's gonna make out Kenny and whatever, and everybody's gonna get pissed. She's gonna fight with Mari, but it's like, that can only go on.
Agree.
Yeah.
We gotta believe that they're falling in love at some point. That's what they feed us.
Right.
And Demi can't be there for that.
No.
Unfortunately
she's
for
not
her.
falling in love this time.
No more questions. Just people want me to tell Trent that you look great tonight.
Thank you.
Oh,
Okay.
Trent.
Thank you.
That's wonderful. You do look tan. I'm noticing right
Yeah,
now.
we were out
You're
there.
on the golf course.
Lot of time on the links.
I've been on
Yeah.
the golf course a lot. I've been missing a lot of recaps.
Yeah, not tonight though.
yeah,
Yeah,
I'll be
yeah.
doing it tonight. But thank you. I appreciate it. That's very nice of everyone to say.
Aw.
That's lovely.
That
Well,
is
what a
lovely.
beautiful transition into our roses and stems. Oh boy, she's already got her hand in the air.
So she's ready to go.
She did. This is the one thing she did prepare. Rhea,
She's prepped as hell.
who would you like to give your rose to, and whose stem are you cutting this evening?
My rose is going to Kelly Slater. Congrats on the new show, The Ultimate Surfer.
Okay.
That
All
airs,
right.
That's a good one. That's
That
a good
airs right after Bachelor in Paradise. I love you, Kelly Slater.
Not a paid ad, just legitimate
It is
excitement.
literally
Legitimately,
not
Rhea
bad.
really does have a
I
thing.
just
Quick-
love Kelly
Quick
Slater.
story. We get a binder from our talent booking team here of just like everybody who's doing press, and it ranges from like, it's every new movie, television show that's coming out. Jennifer Aniston, Ben Affleck,
Oh my gosh.
it's all, and we
that
highlight
book is hilarious.
The book is
So
hilarious.
funny.
That the
First
people
page
you're
is like
highlighting.
Oprah. It's like,
yeah,
all right, yeah, we'll
yeah,
take Oprah.
sure, we'll highlight them. Rhea did it one time and highlighted Kelly Slater, and they texted us and were like, "Did you mean to highlight Kelly Slater?" And she was like, "You know what? In retrospect, he probably wouldn't be a good fit. I just really love
I just
Kelly
really
Slater."
like him.
That's good enough reason to have him
I
on.
just was like, oh, I'd love to meet him, but like, I don't want to interview him. I just want to meet him.
Yeah, she's like, I just love for him to come
He's a
to the
cool
office.
guy.
Yeah,
but
he's fucking cool.
Yeah, he
Rhea
is.
loves
he's
bald
so
guys.
fucking cool. I don't like
He's
bald
hot
guys.
too.
Let's
That's
not
why you like
spread
him,
that.
right? He's hot.
He's
Rhea
so
loves
He's
bald
super
guys.
hot. I was like, we're gonna talk
don't
about
Kelly
that.
Slater's
bald
hot.
guys.
For
Super
sure,
hot.
for sure.
I don't love bald guys.
The list keeps growing.
Kelly
That's all I
Slater, though, I
can
don't know.
I don't like bald guys.
He's like
I
the
really
hottest
don't.
bald guy ever. I
Besides
think.
Trent.
Yeah.
The list
A
keeps
given.
going.
An absolute
That's
given.
a given. We all know
The
that.
list keeps growing.
All right,
Whose
and
stem are
I'm
you
gonna
cutting?
cut Connor B because I'm so sick of his fucking music.
Yeah.
It's done. All right, should we go down the line? Trent?
Yeah, I'll go. I'm going to give my rose to, or I'm going to cut first.
Okay.
I'm cutting Aaron's. That's pretty obvious.
Done.
Just like,
See ya.
Yeah.
you and I were talking about
I was
during
saying I was
commercial
also
break.
gonna cut Aaron.
Yeah, where
I'll
it was
help
like,
you- I'll-
yeah, we'll
I'll
do
help
it
you cut
together.
that,
He's
yeah.
just never happy.
He's never.
always got that-
happy. A stank face. Always.
Yeah.
Like he's smelling something bad.
What?
And the whole time, ever since he
Always.
came into our lives, the only time he was smiling is in his biopic.
Yeah.
Ever since then, he's been unhappy.
Always.
I'm gonna
Always
give
complaining.
always. I'm actually gonna give my rose to Thomas.
That's a good. Honestly,
Okay.
that's a good
I don't.
rose.
I don't care
That's a good rose.
what people think about that.
Kelly.
He is.
I'm almost with you on that.
He's like
Well.
it's getting to the point where he is getting the short end of the stick, and we're like
Yeah.
he doesn't deserve the sort of hate that he's getting from Trey and Aaron.
Yeah,
Fair.
I agree with you.
Fair. I just am already if things go according to what's happening in the trailer, like, gonna land Becca.
Am I
so,
gonna regret
like,
that,
do we really feel
Rose?
bad for him?
Yeah, I am.
Yeah.
I am. but I live in the moment. And right now, I want him to have it because he's definitely not getting one the rest of the season.
Yeah. Let me tell you that this is, for all the Beverly Hills Housewives watchers out here, this is literally like Thomas and Aaron is like Lisa Rinna and Denise Richards. Like Lisa Rinna is just like, Aaron, why are you so angry?
Yes.
You're so angry. You're so angry.
That's
Give it up.
So you're just so mad.
God,
he's
so mad. All
right.
right.
So much animosity for no reason.
Kelly, who you got?
Let's see. I was going to cut the stem of Aaron. I'm still cutting it. I'm helping you out.
Yep.
Really make sure it's cut.
Appreciate that.
Doubling down.
I really can't stand him. I think I'm also going to cut the stem of our girl Tajwan because she keeps causing shit for no reason too. She's kind of in there with him.
Yeah.
Talking shit, spreading it around. She's running to Trey. She's running to tell half rumors and half truths. I don't really like it. So I'm going to unfortunately have to cut her stem. I'm going to give my rose to Tammy because I think that Tammy is handling shit like a bad bitch, and I really appreciate it. And I think that I've talked shit about her in the past.
Yeah.
Probably. Yeah. And I'm really liking her. And I liked how she handled everything that she was involved in tonight. I was like, oh, all right, Tammy. Like, you're a bad
also
bitch.
really liked how Monday night when Serena C tried to go for Aaron, Tammy was like, I'm not worried.
Yes, I'm not worried. And
literally, Serena's like making out with
him.
Yes, making out with Aaron. All she did was go up after him, make out with him again, and be like, and she got the rose.
Exactly.
She didn't cause any confrontation with Serena. She was like, yeah, it's fine.
Yeah, Tammy has been great.
Yeah.
It was fantastic.
That's a good one.
So I'm going to give her a rose. I like it so far.
All right. I am going to be giving, I'm going to give my rose first. I'm going to give my rose to Serena P. I think she was very mature this episode.
Very good rose.
I think she saw right through Thomas's bullshit and was like, my guy's grocery store Joe. I'm not getting,
fuck yeah.
I'm not getting
Joe, I love
hypnotized by this 6'6" man that everybody's freaking out over.
Fuck a 6'6" man.
I'm going with sweet grocery store Joe.
Their age difference still a bit concerning, but I'm rooting for him.
I know, but the way the choices she's making shows that she is beyond her years.
Yes, that's
like
fair.
it.
That's very fair to say.
And my stem cut, I think, has got to... I don't know. I'm torn between Monday night, and I'm leaning towards Victoria P.
Yeah,
I just...
That's a good one.
Yeah, that's a fair one.
I think she came in playing a game, which is fair. Mm-hmm. Didn't work out for her, but I just... I don't buy what she's selling.
No,
I don't.
I'm with you.
I don't. I really don't. So that's that, and I think that wraps it up.
There you go.
I think that wraps it up. Make sure you get your Owens mixers, folks. The margarita mix. It's delicious.
Yes, it is.
Buy a fun cup while you're at it.
Yeah.
So you can match with us and drink along with us at Amazon.com/Owens Mixers. We will be back next Tuesday. Don't hold me to that, but I'm pretty sure it's 2 nights again next week. Yes. Bye.
See ya.